What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Gaming Channel. My name's AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with The Council. Episode 3 is finally released. I gotta say, this game has kind of been stuck in my mind for a while because I'm wondering how we're gonna continue. At the end of the last video, we got through that maze, we found our mother, all this. We're kind of at that mid-season thing of 5 episodes. We're at number 3. Episode 1, in my opinion, really cool. Set everything up for success. It came out with a cool concept for in these narrative adventure games, but still had those like RPG mechanics. It was something almost entirely new. And then episode 2 just came in and dumped all over that. I mean, it didn't have those cool art. I mean, it had bits and pieces of those conversational battles, but the worst part of it was those goddamn puzzles. I mean, I said this in the last one. It's very reminiscent of those old point-and-click adventure games, but at the same time, these puzzles were so esoteric and obtuse that even knowing the solution to them, I'm like, how the hell did you get that solution? It's super confusing to me. But we're going to keep going here. I'm hoping that it goes back to the way it was in the first episode, that the puzzles aren't that super complicated for no reason, that we still get those beautiful RPG moments. We continue this with what I find to be an interesting story. Let's go.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything, even to...
But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
I hope that your search will prove successful and bring Sarah back to us soon.
I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know.
Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough, the woman with 2 faces.
Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
Okay, let's see here. So we can equip 3 manuscripts. We're still looking for all of those. I guess we'll take the locksmith's art and the prints for +1 in subterfuge and manipulation. Take a look at our character. Do we have any skill points? I don't think we do. What do we pick? We're okay, so I'm just kind of taking a look at our skills again. So the only thing that we don't have any level in is linguistics. We have a skill point and everything else, but okay. I'm thinking about... Oh, no. Never mind. We have at least level 1 in everything. Okay.
Louis, the conference is about to start any minute. This is not the time to be... Damn it. What's going on?
I don't know exactly, Mr. President. I was looking for my mother and I came upon this body.
Really? I thought we found his mother at the end of the last one.
Did it, do you?
Alright, let's see here. I'm trying to remember which one is which. Honey, Devil's Thorn, Golden Elixir is 5, and the top is Carmelite Water, I believe. I don't want to waste the skill points just yet. And you know what? I do think she did it.
Unfortunately, I'm afraid I...
How awful. What has your mother gotten herself into now?
only I knew, Mr. President.
If no one saw you, I'd advise you not to get involved, Louis, so that no one will accuse you of the murder.
Murder?
Ah, darn, the conference is starting. Time is of the essence. Sort this out and join us as quickly as you can in the conference room. Everyone will be expecting you.
Mr. President, this is not really the right time, and I didn't come for that.
Your mother's seat cannot remain vacant. You must replace her while she's still missing. Your mother and I were to support Mortimer on this project. I don't know what the subject is, but the future of our countries depends on it. Given the importance of all this to Mortimer, he won't let the conference begin without you. So if you don't want more servants coming looking for you, I'd advise you to join us quickly and to put a brave face on it. The best favor you can do for yourself, Louis, and for Sarah, is to come and support Mortimer's project at the conference.
Yeah, I like George.
Don't worry. You can count on me, Mr. President.
Yeah, I'll
I
back
shall
him
help
up.
you with Mortimer's project as soon as I've finished up here.
Good, Louis. Sarah would be proud of you.
Hey, surprising you talk with your mouth closed.
Make haste. I'm going. Don't be long.
Tell them that I'm on my way.
You know, R is the most threatening sound in the English language. That's why it's called murder and not muckduck. That's right, guys. I just quoted The Office. Okay, what was that? That'll give me a point to logic.
Someone's made a fire here, and the ashes are still warm. If you're the one who did it, Mother, it couldn't have been easy with only one hand.
Oh, sweet. Free skill, basically.
Just missed her. If only I hadn't wasted so much time getting out of Lord Mortimer's study. An old blanket. From the looks of it, it couldn't have kept her very warm. Leftover food. Ugh, not exactly fresh. Must have been here for a while. Oh, he's dead. What the hell's been going on here? Let's see what secret's hidden under these masks. His face doesn't ring a bell. I'm a bit disappointed.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for, like, zombies or something. Key with an occult air symbol. Yeah, I'll take the Carmelite water and get a free skill.
In the back of his head with something. He slowly bled to death. But that isn't what killed him. They broke his neck. Mother, if this is your doing, the situation is getting worse and worse. Well, the gate is locked.
Alright, well, I think that's everything we can find in here. Use my free skill. Yep, I think that's just about everything we got in here. So let us go back. The statues of penises. Gross. Yeah. It's art. Yeah, let's just sit down for a little bit for no reason. Alright, full of golden elixir. where exactly are we going? Wish it would give us like a... Yeah, it's stupid effing...
The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his brain is oozing by their ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel...
I don't know what's going on with my controller. Like, it keeps, like, shifting the camera up.
There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid.
And I do not know why.
There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid.
Really? I have both keys? Oh, that's interesting. Alright, well, got some Carmelite water, I guess. Oh, cool, and royal jelly. And full of Devil's Thorn. And it's golden elixir. Just collecting everything I can, I guess. Oh, that's creepy. And Carmelite water.
Fragment of amber.
And oh, okay, got it. Keep forgetting that's golden elixir. Yet it's a white bottle. That's weird to me. Oh, this is really creepy. So, as I was saying, my controller keeps doing this thing where the camera keeps going, like, pointing up or something. I don't know if it's like it thinks that that I'm inputting something on the right stick, but it's really weird. My PS4 controller has a similar thing where it, like, I won't be doing anything, but my character will just start moving to the left.
A fragment of amber.
Ooh, one more and I get a free point. Collectible coin.
I have suspected it for some time, but now
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of water.
Are you quite sure, sir? Is there not a little mistake somewhere?
Yes, because she asked him at last, and he could not help answering her, but she said he seemed quite angry at being spoken to.
Got myself a royal jelly. Oh, did I get a piece of amber? Awesome.
I have suspected it for some time.
Got a Carmelite water. Amber fragments. Oh man, this is great. See what that I think was that a talent or a trait that I picked up? I can't find it. Oh wait, there it is. Find 12. Increase effort points by 1. Awesome. That's another collectible coin.
Recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cache.
That's a... nope, that's Devil's Thorn. That's nothing. Yeah, I might as well use one of the royal jellies at this moment. Alright, now let's mingle. Single and ready to mingle. That's a bad joke.
It seems Lord Mortimer's been waiting for you to arrive before beginning. What a pity your mother isn't here for the conference. I hope I'll be able to see her before I leave. I still have a very important letter to give to her.
Feeling all right, Louis? You look like you're miles away.
Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Lord Mortimer wants to talk to you, Louis. Don't make him wait.
Yeah, well, Lord Mortimer can go. I'll let you fill in the blanks. Let's talk to Mr. Padu.
I don't know if you ever found what you were looking for in the garden, but Mortimer is waiting for you. I suggest you get a move on.
You say it as if you were afraid of him.
Talents, traits, character map. Ah, come on. Where's the thing that'll tell me about all the different people we've met? Oh, there we go. Jacques Padoux, immunity to questioning. Yeah, but I don't feel like wasting 3 effort points on this. Excuse me. I have a feeling, just because I have a feeling like we're gonna need those effort points later.
Now, if you are serious about it, I shall consider the matter absolutely settled.
Yeah, well, we'll hold off speaking to Georgie for a second. Anyone think it's kind of weird that Peru, even though he's French, he sounds American?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Von Velner and
Conference is about to begin.
Can't remember. No, that's not Napoleon. That's a Spaniard. I'm not sure who he is, but
To you before it begins. You should go and see him. Are you quite sure?
yeah, that's not Napoleon. Napoleon had a longer face and a pointier nose. I like this nose though. Fine, let's talk to Georgie and Mortimer.
Louis, I've been expecting you. Thank you for joining us. We are about to begin our conference. Let me explain what is at stake.
Thank you kindly. But what do you expect of me exactly? My mother's the one who's supposed to attend, not me.
That is indeed what was initially intended. Unfortunately, she still hasn't been found, and my guests can't stay here indefinitely. The conference must begin, and it would be truly beneficial to the Order to join in the project. Consequently, I would like you to replace her during her absence. What is at stake here is of the utmost importance.
It's important that the French Order gets their say. And should you need any advice, don't worry. You are not alone, Louis.
Very well. Can you give me a brief explanation of the aim of it all?
Of course, Louis, I was coming to that. The aim of these meetings is to bring together the most influential people in order to think together about the future.
But the future of who?
Of the world, Louis.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
In concrete terms, how do you organize your discussions?
A conference is always organized the same way. There are 2 masters of ceremony who determine an important subject.
You and Sir Gregory, I presume.
Exactly. We shall be the masters of ceremony. It was our obligation to each bring to the table several guests in order to debate a subject. Once the debate is closed, a decision will be made by a vote of all the participants.
By a unanimous vote. If the project is not agreed on by all, then it will be rejected.
And neither of the 2 masters of ceremony have the right to vote.
It's up to the guests alone to decide, Louis. In other words, us.
Gregory and myself are merely the go-betweens. Finally, if the project is validated, each guest goes home and starts working to make it happen.
It can take years.
All right. Okay, so I'm already getting the vibe that this is going to go back to the more conversational battle sort of sense that the first episode did so well.
Do you often hold this kind of society dinner?
In general, once a year, but in actual fact it tends to be events that dictate our gatherings.
How long have you been active?
Oh, this tradition has more or less always existed, Louis. It has continued from generation to generation.
Can you give me an example of an event that was decided here before being implemented in the outside world?
Well, take the French Revolution. It was decided right here 2 years before its implementation in France.
Concerning the case of the French Revolution, I wasn't invited. But as far as the American Revolution is concerned, Louis, I can testify that we planned it 5 years before implementing it, for example.
Jeez. All right, no more questions. Let's go.
Let me keep you a moment.
Oh, great. Let's talk to Mustache Man.
I would like to let you in on a secret before we begin, because I'm going to need your assistance.
Oh, of course you will.
The project I'm going to present concerns the territory of Louisiana in North America.
So Louisiana Purchase.
Spanish territory and I'm going to make the proposition to the Assembly for it to become French.
Okay.
But how does that concern me?
Well, you see, I prepared this project with your mother. We began thinking about a crazy idea. Unfortunately, Sarah went missing before getting the bigger picture. I don't intend to stop at Louisiana. My idea is to increase the territory of the United States. The first stone of this vast project consists of getting Spain to cede Louisiana to France. Once it becomes French, France will hand it over to the United States, which will then allow them to double the size of their territory. And that's where you come in. France and the United States, hand in hand, two democracies illuminating the world.
Yeah, but with Napoleon, didn't France become an empire, not a democracy? What does this project extend? How far does this project go? Politics or questioning. I just wanna see, let's see, Mortimer, immunity to conviction in science. Let's go with the free skill then.
Why spread it over 2 phases? Why not announce the overall project immediately?
Unfortunately, if Spain were to hear that the intention of all this is to allow the United States to grow, they would never sign. Manuel Godoy is perfectly aware of President Washington.
Godoy, that's who he is.
If the United States took Louisiana, Godoy would know full well that he will have lost the entire North American continent. Things must take place in several stages. Otherwise, the change will be too brutal, and he will have no choice but to reject the project. Take a look at them. Apart from President Washington, they all belong to monarchies. Do you really think they won't resist? Of course they'll fight, fearful as they are of losing their precious privileges. But the world needs visionaries, like you, like your mother. It's a pity Sarah isn't here to see it. She only knew about a tiny part of the project. I hope I can count on you, Louis. It's time to start now. I must ask you to keep it to yourself for the time being. Take a seat, follow the discussions. We'll have an opportunity to catch up later, and you'll be able to let me know your thoughts.
All right, my dude. Let's get this going.
My friends, I propose we get started.
Yeah, like I said, though, at this point in time with Napoleon, didn't he become the emperor? Not, it wasn't a democracy.
The honor is ours, my lord.
As per our custom, here we are all together to discuss the face of tomorrow's world. Even though there may be certain tensions between our nations, I must ask you to keep an open mind. As Sarah de Richet is unable to be among us, please welcome Louis de Richet, who will represent the Golden Order and will vote on its behalf when the time comes.
Welcome among us, Louis.
Welcome, Monsieur. I hope he'll be more effective than his mother regarding the protection of the King of France. The Order has proved particularly inefficient.
Come, Manuel, you're not going to spoil our visit. The Order's mission was not to protect King Louis XVI, as far as I am aware.
We are talking about a king of divine blood, for goodness sake. It seemed obvious to me he needed protecting. If the Golden Order wants to pride itself on being an influential organization, it should have kept him alive.
Yeah, why can put Godoy in his place? Yeah, fuck you, Godoy.
I'm sorry about the fate of the King of France, Duke Manuel. However, I'm surprised at your remark. How can a man like me have changed the course of things where a man like you, powerful, capable of influencing international politics, was unable to do any better?
Perhaps we may begin, Lord Mortimer.
Yeah, bitch slapped him. Awesome.
That our nations will continue to support each other, more now than ever before. A dream that, for the sake of common good, we will do what it takes to ensure stability in the modern world. I have a dream that we shall lead by example and ensure that the American territory may remain in peace.
Thank you for the thought, Lord Mortimer. but I don't see where you're leading.
I'm coming to it, Mr. President. I need not remind you that North America is currently divided between the United States on the east coast and Spain, which occupies the remaining 2/3 of the continent. Well, I propose that Spain cede the center of the continent to France, namely all of Louisiana.
Louisiana? But, well, it is not for sale. Lord Mortimer, I sincerely hope I have not come all this way just to hear you ramble on about what Spain should and should not do. When we went to all the trouble of gaining the territory a few years ago, it was not just to lose it today. Have I made myself clear?
What did
He's
I
gonna be
say?
the biggest pain in the
You
ass.
speak of union, and yet here you are, about to tear us apart.
Duke Manuel, I perfectly understand you. But rest assured, you will soon adore my proposition. You shall see.
Well, since you give me the choice, my good fellow, allow me to doubt it. However, I am impatient to hear what Spain could possibly gain from the sale of Louisiana.
I never spoke of a sale, my good fellow.
What? But I do not understand.
There is one more territory left to conquer, if I'm not mistaken, in the northwest. It is, of course, occupied by your notorious Indians, but...
We shall soon be rid of the savages, so that is not the question.
Duke, these savages, as you call them, were there before you. They are on their homeland.
As much as the black people of Africa, Monsieur de Richet. That does not stop your dear France from massacring them and sending them like cattle to Mr. Washington's cotton plantations to provide him with cheap labor. So you
Touché.
keep morals to yourself, if you please.
Senor, I would not like to be associated with that. The subject of black slaves in the United States of America is a complex subject, which we shall resolve at a future date.
The filthy swine. Yeah, but who am I talking to? I'm also trying to remember what skill that is. That politics? That's etiquette. Washington, I don't see him having any weaknesses. What about, where's Godoy? Also to be discovered. Well, let's use etiquette.
It obviously doesn't stop you from sleeping at night.
Not in the least. Do not imagine
Cripes.
anything against the American Indians or the blacks. That is not the question. But business is business. It is the natural order of things, Monsieur de Richet. There have always been men who govern other men. That is simply the way it is.
Might as well be the
Problem
last of you
solved.
who rule. Is that right?
But of course.
Come now, my friends. Let us not digress. Anyway, these primitive people have no souls, Louis.
Oh, shit.
Bring the good word to them in order to save them. You'll see. Colonization brings with it many benefits, too.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, Your Eminence, I shall continue. Duke Manuel, I believe that Spain should cede Louisiana to France free of charge.
This is utterly grotesque, Lord Mortimer.
These are some shitty negotiations, dude.
For your young protege. Isn't that so, Monsieur de Richet? Do you understand anything of this proposition?
It would protect you from the Americans. It will protect you from the British.
If I were you, Senor Godoy, I would think twice before stirring up a scandal.
I beg your pardon?
Given the size of your colonies, you won't be able to keep them for long. A number of countries are eyeing them as we speak. The United States would have no trouble taking them. For all intents and purposes, you have no army in place. By wanting to keep everything, you risk losing it all, especially your colonies in South America, which are far more valuable to you.
That is indeed the danger, Duke Manuel. If it comes to war over Louisiana, you will lose. And probably a good deal more than you now imagine.
Young man, you are indeed a dark horse, aren't you?
I must say, William, I find your project mostly disfavors me. I thought you were my friend.
And I am, Mr. President. That is why I'm doing everything in my power to calm your expansionist fervor. France, in Louisiana, should persuade you not to attempt anything to take the territory by force. Louisiana is a vast wetland where you would needlessly lose most of your troops. It would weaken you and offer certain nations the perfect opportunity to take back your famous United States.
Looking at you, England.
You from yourself, George. Trust me.
I understand. But with friends like you, sir, I certainly don't need any more enemies. I hope you know what you're doing.
Okay,
Am I imagining things, or does it look like Washington isn't aware of Mortimer's plan?
Not to put too fine a point on it, Lord Mortimer, but I doubt the Holy See would be in favor of Catholic Louisiana being handed over to secular revolutionaries and king killers.
I should think Monsieur de Richet has an opinion on this subject, does he not?
France will protect the Christians. France does not seek the Pope's opinion. Politics or erudition. I'll eat one of my royal jellies and...
Your Eminence, have no fear over that. I am sure France will do everything in its power to protect the Christians of Louisiana.
My young friend, how can you come out with such a remark after the discussion we had on the evening of your arrival? If France was so respectful of worship, it would not be bleeding priests as it is doing at this very moment in time. Don't be naive. This is politics. The Holy See must be concerned at seeing such a large territory falling into the hands of the French. Mi auguro che insegnerete l'educazione a questo giovanotto presuntuoso, Sir Gregory.
I hope that you will teach this pretentious young man some manners, Sir Gregory.
Oh, Dick.
You're just making friends here.
In any case, my lord, I doubt the English crown...
So the talking with the mouth closes.
Den Emily, ni Preußen wird diese Vereinbarung akzeptieren.
I assure you, Emily, the Prussian will never accept this agreement. Volner looks like he's set on ruining Mortimer's plan.
Duchess, I am persuaded that we shall find a common ground.
That's enough, William. These are grave times. We don't care about the fate of Louisiana. That worthless expanse of putrid swamps interests no one but yourself.
Speak for yourself, my friend.
Hold on there, Mr. Royal Gigolo. Lower the volume, and let Sir Gregory finish.
Royal Gigolo, I like that.
Home, Godoy, and now Volner? Mortimer's adversaries are ready to tear each other to pieces, and he takes a malicious pleasure in watching it happen.
How dare
Gentlemen, let us try to remain calm.
There you are, William. See where your projects have taken us, as per usual. Chaos! That's enough. I'm tired. We shall continue this discussion tomorrow, but please be aware that your project will never be ratified.
Got a creepy face and an annoying voice, dude. Okay, so the English, the Spanish, and the Prussians. Oh, and the Italians.
Louis would rather stay. Wouldn't you, Louis?
I don't like either of them, but Emily's over here, and I like her. There's particular reasons for that. Okay, here's my thinking. We go with Holmes, not to assist him, but to try and turn them against him. This might not even be an option, but that's my thinking. Also, I'm thinking with other body parts. Let's go.
Displeasing you, my lord, I'd rather follow Sir Gregory. I don't think this is a place for the order.
Louis? No.
Let him go, Mr. President. Everyone is free to choose.
Alright, let's see. God, that's a creepy looking face.
If he keeps this up, he'll lead our countries to their destruction.
Don't worry, we shall counter him, Sir Gregory.
We have to act immediately.
Calm down, Gregory. We only have to vote against his project, and that's it.
They haven't got a chance. Just one vote will suffice.
True. There is no chance of a unanimous vote. And he knows it. He must be preparing something else. What is he plotting? We shall shortly find out, so let's take the lead.
What do you mean by that?
His plan begins with Louisiana, which is still yours, Duke Manuel. He will begin with you. Expect to receive an envoy, French most probably. He will try to convince you by every possible means. Whatever he says, whatever he promises, you have just one response. It's war. If war is what you want, war is what you'll get. And on your own territory, in your homes. Enough games. Spain will join the coalition against France and declare war. You too, Duchess Hillsborough. You will speak to the Queen so that Great Britain commits to going to war with France.
What do you expect from the Papal States, Sir Gregory?
What do you think? That they hold a mass? They will go to war, of course. What is it that you didn't understand in what I just told you? We all declare war on France. Militarily, politically, and financially.
How's wrong with you? Yeah, and me? As the Frenchman here?
And me? Sir Gregory? How can I help?
Louis, you have won my trust. The Order will have to act in France, but even before that, I'm going to need you. Right here and right now. Leave me now. I have to prepare for tomorrow. Let's meet early tomorrow morning for the next phase of the conference, which promises to be most exciting. Louis, I'd like to see you a moment, please.
Oh, goody. We get to talk to Creepy Face.
Me today. I won't forget it. I'm going to need you. Help me counter Mortimer on his own ground. Right here. I'm sure he'll try and win some of you over. He needs our votes. Now, you leave that to me. In the meantime, I must ask you to go and see President Washington and persuade him to trust me and join us.
Do you really think that I'll be able to convince him?
I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I have total faith in you. He likes you, and thus he won't see you coming. You must be careful, though. If he senses that you are trying to manipulate him, he'll dig in his heels. Louis, use every means at your disposal. If Washington drops Mortimer, his defeat will be complete. You should go right away. There's no time to lose. William already has a head start on us.
Very well. I'll go right away.
Like I said, my plan is to kind of be like a double agent against Holm. As much as I don't like Mortimer, Holm has a creepy looking face. That's my deciding factor. See if there's anything to take in here. Doesn't look like it. Anything to examine. God, I'm seeing these like little things on these trays that kind of look like royal jelly, and it makes me excited, and then I see it and I get sad. Oh, George. Oh, George, where are you? Boo, 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 doo, boo, boo. Yeah, I don't know where he is. Let's go upstairs, check his room, and if we can, let's see if we can break into it and find out some of his weaknesses. Yeah, man, I ran into a lot of crap in that one. Like I ran into a lot of immunities. Oh well, that's the game. Yeah, while I'm up here, might as well search everybody. See if I can search the rooms. And what's in this one? Oh, it's that creepy room with all the stupid paintings.
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortar world must ripen in our rays.
Yeah, this is the one with the stupid Bible.
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
I don't have that key. Alright. This is... Oh, wow. So we can get into Volnu's apartment? Okay. Well, let's do some...
The Great Work of the Soul by S. Madone. Pure alchemy is a thought, an art that is performed on the matter of the soul. Great alchemists work to transform and perfect the latter by a series of processes known as the Great Work. There are 4 phases to attain the ultimate and spiritual fulfillment. The human soul must descend, be corrupt, in order to become decomposed. It's something like what I felt when I think of what I found out about my mother.
Okay.
Metaphorical as occult theories go. The human spirit being the prima materia of the alchemist.
Alright. Yeah, I already know a lot about the Elrics. Ah, Full Metal Alchemist reference. Boom.
The signs of obscurantism. Golden elixir. A chest locked with a 4-letter code. Surely a word close to the owner's heart. If I'm not mistaken, Paracelsus called zinc.
Oh, I can't believe I did that. I used the wrong... There we go. I used the wrong, I meant to use a Carmelite water, not a golden elixir. God damn it.
A fragment of amber.
Jeez, I found nothing out about Godoy. Dear Jonathan, I am so glad you are coming. I did not doubt for a single minute that you would accept this invitation, despite the risks involved and the fact that we know each other well. Though we have gotten over many obstacles together, I cannot hide my apprehension this time, given how high stakes are today. But having you here, Jonathan, is an invaluable asset. Keep up the effort, and I will be more proud and satisfied. I look forward to seeing you again, Gregory H. Alright, that's... Yeah, okay, well, I have learned absolutely nothing about Volnir. Fantastic. Alright, more royal jelly. This is Elizabeth's room. Kind of.
A fragment of amber.
Jeez, so much amber. Alright, so that room was kind of a bust. Collector coins. This room. Okay, this is Elizabeth's room. Yeah, we read those. We read that. Okay. I like all the candles, how it feels like a really big fire hazard. Really, we have no point to being in this room. Alright, this is Georgie's room. Looks like Georgie isn't here.
Locked.
Okay, well, we could use the small key if we had the small key. And I'm not forcing that lock open because that would be a dumb choice.
I'd like to invite you to join me as planned at my place. I have a project to show you. It is time that the United States played a more important role on the world stage. I understand your reluctance of playing with fire. I know your new country is very young, but rest assured that I would do nothing to jeopardize what we have built together. I look forward to seeing you soon. Your friend, William.
Alright, well, we know they're friends, but, like, yeah, we already knew that. And there's the small key. Royal jelly. Nothing else over there or over here. Alright, well, we haven't found anything out yet.
Locked.
Yeah, we already knew it was locked, Lily.
The President's personal reserve of laudanum, and judging by the quantity, you can't go without it. Ah, there's also a letter.
Dear Mr. President, I am returning my answer as quickly as I can. We already spoke about it before you left, but I know that things have not improved. I urge you to follow my advice and stop taking laudanum immediately. I am already looking for a substitute, but I am afraid you won't wait. Your excessive consumption is in danger of definitely impairing your chance of securing your next mandate. Your addiction is jeopardizing the exercise of your office and duties, my friend. I regret I see no other solution but to stop your daily intake. Yours sincerely, Dr. W. Thornton? Alright, well, we know he's on drugs.
Vermont.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Louis?
Oh, Georgie.
What are you doing in my room?
Mr. President, I won't beat around the bush. I came to persuade you not to follow Lord Mortimer on this one.
Oops.
I appreciate your forthrightness, Louis. That will save us some time. Well, since you're here, can I get you something to drink?
No, thank you, Mr. President.
As you wish. Well, Louis, it's getting late, and this is not my first conference, so let's get straight to the point. You are here to motivate me to change sides.
I hope you're not angry at me. I know that you...
Louis, we are not children. You have your reasons. You will understand that your word no longer holds any value for me, but these things do happen. I only hope you know what you're doing. This is your first conference, and not following the Master of Ceremony who backed you seems somewhat perilous. But you are young, after all. So what can I do for you?
Mortimer plans to go against him. You gotta lie. But I don't know anything about him. I'd rather not use politics. I'd rather not speak to Mortimer's plan.
President Washington, I regret that my situation is contrary to yours, especially as I really do respect you.
Me too, Louis. Let us not mix business and emotion.
Understood. I've just come from a meeting with Sir Gregory and his supporters. They are all rallying against Mortimer's project.
That is to be expected.
Great Britain, the Kingdom of Spain and Sicily, the Kingdom of Prussia, the Holy Empire, the Kingdom of Portugal, of Bohemia, and of Hungary.
I know, Louis. I know. The coalition against France also gives me cause for concern. I'm certainly not saying that, on paper, Mortimer's plan seems very viable. Anyway, you haven't really said what you wanted to say. Tell me, Louis, what have you come here to sell me?
You should join home.
And why would I do that?
Yeah, I can't... Okay, so I can't play the double agent like I said. Out of duty to my mother, let's shake his faith in Mortimer. Oh, I don't want to blackmail him.
Well, when you came looking to me for help, I gave it to you. Now, I'm the one asking you for help. I need you, Mr. President.
Louis, I understand what you mean, but even so, the favor you did is not comparable to what you are now asking me to do. I only asked you to look after a young lady for an hour. You're asking me to commit the future of my country.
I know, but I'm not asking without reason nor to a man without honor.
You're blunt, Louis. But do acknowledge that I owe you a favor. Tell me what Sir Gregory has to offer that I don't already have with Lord Mortimer.
Fortune, promise him Louisiana too.
Mr. President, it seems that Lord Mortimer would rather see Louisiana become French and not American. Sir Gregory proposes that Louisiana go to you.
What? You would be prepared to hand it over to me?
It is certainly a possibility. But for that, you must not side with Mortimer at the conference.
I see. Louis, you've convinced me. I congratulate you for your performance, because I didn't think it could happen.
I merely exposed the facts to you.
Don't spoil everything with your false modesty. You really were very good, and that's that. In any case, I shall follow you on this one. This may well arouse Lord Mortimer's wrath, but I must put the United States before anything else. Have we finished, Louis?
Absolutely, Mr. President. I shan't keep you any longer. Allow me to take my leave.
Good night, Louis. Get some rest. Tomorrow will be a very big day.
Well, that's
Excuse me.
only thing left to do is wait for the conference to resume tomorrow morning.
Alright, well, I wanted to play double agent, but it looks like that's not possible. So might as well just go ham on the current path we've selected. And it screws over Mortimer. So, you know, not without its benefits. Let's keep searching rooms. This is Piaggi. This is my room. Room of Manuel Godoy. Lord Duke, here's the information obtained by our intelligence networks. I can confirm that Mr. Hay is indeed working on an agreement with Great Britain. The aim seems to be weaken the French economy and secretly that of the Spanish by seizing merchandise at sea. Our treasuries are already suffering from the embargo on French food products. Such a treaty would mean the ruin of our colonies. I have no doubt that you will be able to swiftly find a diplomatic solution, awaiting further instructions.
Mary Louise of Parma. How ironic having a painting of the Queen of Spain in one's room, my Lord Duke. Hey, it looks like someone slipped something in the back here. It's a letter. Let's see what it says. It reeks of perfume, and it's written in Spanish. Godoy, you really are a little devil. So, let's see what it says.
My tender Pepita, I feel so guilty at being so far away from you again, even if it's for the good of my country. I feel awful at having to leave you after a silly little spat, because you are the only woman I love. Josefa, forever. I told you before, everything I have, everything I can offer you, I owe to the affection of the Queen. Let's stay united, please, even in sacrifice for the two of us, for our future children. Stop being jealous. You are the only one who fills my thoughts. Everything else is just a guess, I swear.
Seems the Queen isn't the only one enjoying the Lord Duke's favors. If the Queen found out, it would cost him dearly. I'll keep it with me. You never know.
Here we go. We have some blackmailable material now. What's this do again? Dialogue timer is now hidden. It's fine. I don't really plan on doing much dialogue.
Manuel Godoy. A painting of himself in his room. Now that's not going to help him develop a sense of modesty.
Keep the occult symbol of air. Sweet, that replaces the Carmelite water I just used.
Prometheus. Punished for stealing fire from the gods and giving it to man. Don Quixote. Talking without thinking is like shooting without taking aim. I'm gonna have to think about that one.
I think that's a pretty good point. And might as well use the golden elixir, because we can just grab a new one right there.
Amber.
And there's another point. Another book. So much stuff to take. Again, we got some nice blackmail material. He's talking about the book Don Quixote. So now the song, Who's It By? The song's literally called Don Quixote. It's Cherry Pop and Daddies. That's who it is. Oh, Don Quixote, ba-na-na-na, ba-na-na. It's a good song. Look it up. Whose room is this? We've already looked at Bonaparte's.
Hey, Peru's name tag's fallen off, and his door's ajar.
It's because Peru is kind of a dick. He probably smashed it in a rage.
A pattern with 4 circles.
My dear little Eleanor, I wanted to share with you my calmer thoughts of the moment. Needless to say how much I miss you and how much I regret having to be separated from you. But I know you will be virtuous, courageous, and safe with your sister, Marie Helena. I don't know. Helena? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I will never be able to mend my mistakes, but I do know how to save you from their consequences once and for all. Be always assured of my fatherly devotion and affection. Never doubt it. Come what may, you must know that everything will turn out for the best now. I am determined to protect you, whatever the price I have to pay, and so be confident and serene in terms of ordeal. With all my love, your ever proud father. Oh my gosh, just finding stuff left, right, center.
Records of the police. Notes intended for the police lieutenant of Paris. It's a list of people under surveillance in Paris, and there's some well-known names on it. This is valuable information. This shouldn't be lying around.
Ah, Peru is weak to psychology. I think I had a chance to use psychology on him, and I didn't take it.
A pattern with 4 circles. Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm writing to thank you for the funds you sent. These funds will be crucial for the renovation of the western wing of the orphanage. The children you sent are doing marvelously well, and little Pierre will soon be walking. Some of them still sometimes suffer nightmares about their parents on the scaffold, but I expect they will cease in due course. Should you decide to send us more, please note that another 20 beds will soon be ready. The children and myself will never thank you enough. Long live the Republic. Long live France. Sister Marie-Hélène. No space.
And then, okay.
I'll retrieve it later. Dear Monsieur Père, no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Okay, so we really didn't find out anything about Peru in there, but we got some items at least. Anything else as we keep searching? Have we kind of come full circle? I think we've come full circle. Yep, we've come full circle because that's Von Volney's room. Alright, let's head to bed and close everything out. But once we get there, guys, we'll be calling this one. I want to say, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please remember, you can always find me over on Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links to all that stuff can be found down in the description below. And remember to like, comment. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, all that. Help spread the word of the channel, help us grow here. And other than that, jeez, that's annoying. I'm trying to think, what else am I planning to do today? You know, I'm gonna try and I probably won't be able to hammer out this entire game today, but I'm trying to think what else. I'll probably put up another State of Decay video. I already put up a really big video with Warhammer, or Total War Warhammer. I don't know, I've been thinking about doing that for a while. Hello.
Monsieur le Français.
Duchess, you're here. What a charming surprise. I'm beginning to think you can't be without me.
You have managed to penetrate my armor, sir. Am I disturbed?
Oh, double entendres.
That's not what I said.
Ah, by the way, congratulations on choosing Sir Gregory this evening. You surprised me. I wasn't expecting it.
Why, Emily, can't you read me like an open book?
Not as well as you read me, it would seem.
I'll teach you if you'd like.
There's nothing I'd like more.
Tell me, are these visits to Mortimer's always so intense?
Yes and no. My sister doesn't normally disappear like she has. Any news of your mother?
Well, I should imagine you're still shaken. I promise to shed light on my mother's circumstances as soon as possible.
There's not much to shed light on. What your mother did is inexcusable. She won the trust of my sister in order to more easily betray her.
She didn't do anything to her. Can we change subject, please? I didn't come here to go through all that again.
Of course, it's late. You're right.
Hello, lady. Well, while this is playing out, like I said, I uploaded a video for Total War Warhammer, playing as the dwarves. I don't know, I've been meaning to just kind of start a campaign on the channel, just for the hell of it. Not sure if I'll continue the series or anything, but I did the video for fun, and if go check it out if you enjoy it. Tell me in the comments, all that stuff.
My friends, do not worry. I assure you that Lord Mortimer's plan will never see the light of day. I shall deal with informing our allies, but for the time being, I need you to make a stand.
What do you think about Monsieur de Richet?
I don't know yet. I feel there's great potential in him.
He looks like he can be trusted.
Why isn't he with us? He was opposed to Mortimer.
I'll wait and see. I'm still not sure of his position.
And Duchess Hillsborough? Why isn't she here?
She's busy. Don't worry about her.
Oh, isn't it time to replace her?
Not so fast, sir. She is an important figure. You ought to have a little more faith in her.
What are we going to do about Washington?
He will be a hard nut to crack. On our chessboard, he is Mortimer's king.
Don't worry. Mr. President only wants one thing. To keep his dear America united.
Such a problem?
Everything he has achieved on a whim.
He has been serving Mortimer for quite some time. It won't be easy to bring him around. I have asked Monsieur de Richet to approach him. Let us have faith in him. I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
Yet he is Mortimer's strong arm in France.
He knows his time has come, and I believe he is intelligent enough to realize it means he is no longer any use to Mortimer. Do you feel all right, Mr. Godoy? You haven't said a word.
Please excuse me, gentlemen. I feel tired.
Oh, I see. I think it is high time you left us then. Now!
Whoa. Alright, that was creepy.
Emily? Emily? Are you there?
Sir, the conference is about to begin. You are expected in the conference room.
Tell them I'm coming. Thank you.
Come on, Louis. The game is back on.
Oh, jeez.
My friends, the conference is about to begin. Please excuse me if I troubled you last night with my project. I understand that you might well have a few questions to ask. As you know, the final vote will be cast in a few days. This morning's aim is to answer your questions and check the temperature of your respective positions so that we may reach a greater understanding.
As always, Lord Mortimer.
We parted in perfect disagreement, my lord. Where would you like us to take it from?
Come, sir. Please let William believe he still has a chance of winning us over. Otherwise, his imprecations will lack panache, and we shall be bored stiff.
Oh, let me reassure you, I am convinced that a good night's sleep has brought sound advice, and that this morning will be even more interesting. Therefore, I would like to go around the table in order to hear everyone's first impressions.
Well, I am still firmly against it, even though my choice won't count.
Against.
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 And you, Luc Manuel?
Against, of course.
Well, as for me, I am for Lord Mortimer's project, despite Duchess Hillsborough's overwhelmingly convincing nocturnal attentions.
What? So Emily was playing at trying to win over guests last night?
It was nothing more than a friendly little chat, of course.
How could it be otherwise? And by the way,
Ew.
remember me to your husband when you see him. And you,
Ew.
Washington, what is your position?
Well, you see, Monsieur Bonaparte, I would rather you'd have forgotten me for a minute. William, I am sorry, but I cannot follow you this time.
George? What?
I am against William. Please excuse me. I cannot commit the United States to such an enterprise. It's just too risky.
Well, that leaves just yourself and Monsieur Peru, Louis.
You're all making me sick. Look at yourselves.
What?
You are pathetic!
Have you been drinking or what?
There you are, quibbling away. My Lord Duke this, and Madame Duchess that. You know very well that we're nothing but puppets on a damn string.
Jacques, Camille.
Let's end the charade. It's over!
Jacques.
My lord, thank you for everything you've done for me over the years. But it didn't come for free. And now I see the price is too high to pay. I'll stop.
Come, Jacques, we'll talk it over.
No, I'm finished. I want my freedom back, my lord.
Holy hell.
No longer work for you.
Wait!
De Richet, you just can't help it, can you? Stop trying to play the hero, man!
Calm down. Let's calm down.
Monsieur, I know I don't really know you, but you seem like a decent person.
I have done so many horrible things!
You blame yourself, I can see that. Everything's not lost.
I don't want to do bad things anymore.
You can take control of yourself again. You can fix whatever it is you've done.
Do you really believe that?
Of course, Jacques. You'll have all the time you need. Look, you've done as much as you can. You have nothing to fear. Your daughter is safe.
Shut up!
Oh. Oh, well, oops. I tried? Could have found out about Peru's secrets. Could have found a secret on Napoleon. Participate in the conference. Well, I tried. All right, let's close this out with upgrading here. Okay, we have 4 points. Might as well take that one to get us to level 2 in subterfuge. I'll spend 1 to get us level 2 in science, and might as well use the last 2 level 2 in erudition. So we'll take level 2 in all of our all of these skills. Oh, I forgot to equip books. Shoot. Can I still equip manuscripts? No. Well, shit.
I don't understand. I spoke to him only recently.
Monsieur Peru has lost his mind.
All right, guys. You know what? I'm gonna really stop here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links to all that stuff can be found down in the description below. Please remember to like, comment if you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more next time. Until then, my name's AJ Gels. This is the Thug Gaming Channel. I'm out.